good to see you, and happy Valentine's Day. It's the 14th of February. Well, today we have got a super half an hour planned for you. We've got our 3 levels of the game. Remember our memory game from last week? Well, it's coming back this week. Teddy has been in another adventure. You're going to love it. But just now, we're going to come and we're going to worship. So clear a space in your living room as we come together and sing Won't Let Go.
Just now. I really love that song, so I hope you are joining in with the actions and things. Now, today we are going to play the game that we played last week, and it's the memory game. So, who enjoyed the memory game? I love it. So, today we've got a few objects. We've got 5 to start with for level 1. So, we've got Olaf, we have a bouncy egg, we have a little torch here, we've got a rubber ring, and we have a Rubik's Cube. So it's your job just now, study the items, take a look and see if you can remember them all, because I'm going to be taking one away just now. So have a look, study it to get it in your brain. Okay, and now I'm going to take one thing away. You ready? Right, so I've taken the item away. What do you think I've taken away? Have a look at them. I've got 4 objects now. What have I taken away? So here's some thinking time.
So
Brilliant, that's great. The thing that I took away was the rubber ring. So if you said that, you've got it right, well done. Give yourself a pat on the back, that's great. Okay everybody, we're on to level 2 now, so we've got 5 new items. We have Marshall, we have got Toy Story 4 DVD, we have a tub of Play-Doh, we have a star ornament, and the last thing on here, we have a pair of scissors. So again, study the table, get everything in your memory, memorise it, and I'm going to take one thing away. Okay, have you had a look? Great, okay. Okay, I've taken an item away, so let's have a looky. Can you think what I've taken away? Brilliant, I'll give you some thinking time. Okay, and the object was the egg. So if you said the egg, well done, you got that correct. Now we're going to have another go. I'll take something else away. So study the table, have a looky, and we'll do that again. Right, that's me taking an item away. Let's have a look. Can you guess what I've taken away this time? Have a think. Great. If you said the star, you are correct. Well done. Now I'll do it one more time. Let's see what I'm going to take away this time. Study the table, have a look at all the objects. Right, I'm going to take something away now. Right, so what do you think's missing, boys and girls? Let's have a looky. If you said Toy Story, you are correct. Well done. Give yourself some points. That's good. Excellent. Right, now we are going to go into our story. And it's all about being kind. Our story today is the Good Samaritan. So have a look out in the story to see who was being kind. So let's watch it together.
The Miracle of Mercy, the Good Samaritan. This is Jesus, who is the Son of God and the Savior of the world. You see, when Jesus was on earth, he wanted everyone to know what God thought about things. So he took every opportunity to teach people about God's heart. One day, a religious expert stood up to test Jesus by asking him this question: "Teacher, what should I do to inherit eternal life?" "What does the law say?" The man answered, "You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your strength, and all your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself." Right.
All right.
Do this and you will live.
Wait.
The man then asked, "And who is my neighbor?" Jesus replied with a story. A Jewish man was traveling from Jerusalem down to Jericho, and he was attacked by bandits.
Ah!
They stripped him of his clothes, beat him up, and left him half dead beside the road. By chance, a priest came along.
Hey.
But when he saw the man lying there,
Yuck.
he crossed to the other side of the road and passed him by.
La 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 la. Wow.
Another man who worked in the temple, who was called a Levite, walked over and looked at him lying there.
Please help. Huh?
But he also passed by on the other side. Then a Samaritan came along. Samaritans were hated by Jews. They were seen as lesser people, and Jews would not interact with them. But when the Samaritan saw the man, he felt compassion for him. Going over to him, the Samaritan soothed his wounds with olive oil and wine and bandaged them. Then he put the man on his donkey and took him to an inn, where he took care of him.
One room, please.
The next day, he handed the innkeeper 2 silver coins, telling him, "Take care of this man. If his bill runs higher than this, I'll pay you the next time I'm here." Now, which of these 3 would you say was a neighbor to the man who was attacked by bandits? The man replied, "The one who showed him mercy." Then Jesus said, "Yes, now go and do the same."
So that was the story of the Good Samaritan. Have you heard the story before? I probably guessed that you have. But the start of that story started with Matthew chapter 22, verse 37 to 39. And it says, "This is the greatest commandment of all." It was Jesus speaking. And it said that the greatest commandment of all is first to love God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And the second but most important bit as well is to love your neighbour. And so the people that was with Jesus says, who is our neighbour? And so that is what we're going to answer today. And so I want to tell you today that we need to be kind to our family, be kind to our friends, and even be kind to strangers that we don't know, people in need. So Teddy's going to tell us a little bit more about this, show us a little story, and then I'll be back in a second.
Hello, Teddy. How are you doing today? Can you believe all this snow? Oh, it's so much fun. Have you been sledging? Oh, you have? I want to see you sledging. Tell me, where are you off to today? You're going away to see your granny? Oh, she'll be so chuffed to see you. Are you going to go in your granny's house or are you just staying outside? Oh, you're going in. Okay, well, can we come? Okay, we'll come in. Oh, I love your granny's house. Look at that, it is lovely. So you had a short cup of tea with your granny and then you left. Okay, well, be careful for the snow because you can slip and you can slide. You don't want to be doing that, do you, Teddy? Teddy, why have you slowed down? Oh, he was sitting up when we passed. Somebody has been hurting him. You're not going to wait to kick him. Teddy, you can't kick him too. Other people have hurt him. That's why he's there. No, Teddy, that's not a good choice. I can't believe it. I can't believe that's what you're doing, Teddy. Oh, you're going to ignore him? Really? You're going to pretend that you can't see there's somebody hurt at the side of the road? Teddy, come on. He needs your help. Be kind. I like that option. Please tell me you chose that option. Oh, you did choose that option. So you went over and you seen what was wrong. Did you help? I know some bits are really sore there. Right, so you have to be gentle with him. Check he's okay. Are you going to take him home with you? You are. Oh, give him a little heat up at home. Oh, he'll be so thankful. I think we should do a little happy dance. A be kind dance. Be kind. Be kind. Oh, Teddy, you're such a kind bear.
Well, I am so glad that Teddy chose to be kind in that story and not a grizzly bear. Well, I just wonder, what did that story all mean? And I think it means that Jesus wants us to be kind with our words and kind with our actions. Can you think of a time when someone has been kind to you with their words or with their actions? Maybe somebody you don't know, maybe a family member. Well, it happened to me. It was a few years ago. I was driving along the road, had just met some friends for coffee, and when I was driving along the road, the rain came down and it was torrential rain. It was absolutely crazy. And I thought, it's okay, I'm nice and dry in my car, I'm driving along, it was fine. And then I got to the junction where I needed to go to my mum's house. And I was like, it's fine, I've been at this junction heaps of times before, turned the wheel to go around the junction, and my front wheel went flying off the car. It was rattling, it was banging, I then grinded to a halt, and I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? I've never been in this situation before. I was so scared, started panicking, my heart was beating, and then my eyes filled with tears, and I was like, oh, what am I going to do? Nobody's here to help me, I'm on my own. There was cars driving past me, and they just looked at me. They didn't even stop to wonder if I was okay. And I was like, oh, what am I going to do? And then I phoned my dad, because that's what I do every time I have an emergency. So I phoned my dad and I was like, Dad, help. He was like, I can't come and help you. I'm at my work. Samuel, my brother, was at his work. My mum was at her work. And then my granddad was 15 minutes away. So he couldn't come and help me either. And I was like, what am I going to do? And just as I thought it was going to be an absolute disaster, and the rain was still falling down, and I was now standing outside the car getting really, really wet, a really nice man and his colleague came round, parked his white van behind mine, and went and ran after my wheel, put my wheel back on my car, and then got it safely to the side of the road until the tow truck could come and get me. Well, I was so thankful for that man that day. He was so kind. He didn't have to do it.
He wasn't getting paid for it. I didn't even catch his name, so I couldn't even thank him properly. But he showed so much kindness, a little bit like that Good Samaritan that day. He wasn't getting any thanks for it, but he was so kind. He chose to be kind that day. And we have an amazing verse that Aurora is going to show us just now. They've got some actions, they've got some words for us, and we can learn it. It's the same one as last week. Here we go.
Kind and loving together, forgive one another, is for God forgive ye. Ephesians chapter 4,
verse 32.
32. Kind and loving together, forgive one another, is for God forgive ye. Ephesians chapter 4,
verse 32.
32.
Thank you, Aurora. That was great actions and great words in that verse. That parable reminds us to be kind, and that's my challenge to you this week, to be kind to your family, be kind to your friends, if it's on Zoom or on Google Classrooms or whatever you're doing with your friends, and to also be kind to strangers. You might be walking past them on the street, give them a wave, be nice to them, give them a smile. It all really helps the week. So now we're going to go and do the quiz. I hope you've been listening. Here's Andy.
So, this week's quiz is on the parable of the Good Samaritan. Hope you've all been listening. Here's the first question. A man was travelling a long road when he was A. rear-ended, B. sleepy, or C. attacked. It was C. attacked. Next one. He was left for dead, but along came A. priest, B. first responder, or C. a doctor. What could it be? You were right, it was A. priest. When the priest saw the man suffering, he A. helped him, B. walked on by, or C. called for help. Sadly, he just walked on by. A Levite also walked by without helping. A Levite was someone who A. wore jeans, B. worked at the temple, or C. had lots of money. It was B. worked at the temple. Finally, a man stopped to help. This man was A. Samaritan, B. Pharisee, or C. someone who lived in a cave. Of course, it was A. Samaritan. Samaritans were people that Israelites A. loved, B. did business with, or C. didn't like. It was C. Israelites didn't like Samaritans. The Samaritan helped the man and took care of his A. education, B. expenses, or C. his goat. You were right, it was B. his expenses. Jesus told the parable to show what it means to be A. worthy of God, B. a Samaritan, or C. a neighbour. It was A. neighbour.
Brilliant, I hope you got on well with the quiz. Let us know how you got on by emailing us in today. Great, now, level 3 of the game. Who is ready? This is the ultimate challenge. Now, it's got to be tricky, So let's see how we get on. We have added 10 more items. So I'll go over them just now. We have added, we've got a glow stick, we have a bendy straw, we have some magnetic putty, we have a ping pong ball, and we have a yellow ball, a pen, a green ball, we've got some more Play-Doh, red this time, and we have an elephant. So you'll need super studying skills just now. Look at the table, see if you can memorise all the items. It's level 3, so it's a bit more tricky, and I'm going to take something away. You ready? Great, now can you guess what's missing, boys and girls? If you said the bendy straw, you are correct, well done, good job. And let's do it again, we've got 2 more goes left. I'm going to take something away, so study the table again, and I'll take one more thing away. Great, what do you think's missing this time? If you said a ping pong ball, well done, you're right, good job. And last time, let's see if you can get them all correct. Study the table, get your memory skills going. I'll take one more thing away and then that'll be us. Right, can you guess what's missing? The last item that was taken away from the table was, drumroll please, the elephant. So well done if you got that one correct. So email us in, let us know, did you manage the challenge? How did you get on? And now it's time for us to hear from Lisa, and she's going to tell us all about the crafts that you've got to do today.
Well, here we are at the end of Kids Church already. How much fun was that? And we've learned so much about being kind through the story of the Good Samaritan. Boys and girls, I hope you've had a great morning. And if you would like to spend some more time thinking about the Good Samaritan, we've got our crafts available for you. You can download them through the email or give us an email if you haven't already received the crafts. Well, this week, there's no school. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Who's excited about that? Well, sadly, because there's no school, of course, there's no prayer breakfast on Tuesday. But we still have life groups on Thursday, and we would love to see you there. Of course, there's still main church over on the AOG Central YouTube channel, so jump on over to watch it if you haven't already seen it today. Well, boys and girls, I hope that this week you take up Madison's challenge to be kind, to show kindness to your family, to your friends, and to whoever you see has a need. How can you be kind to somebody this week? Have a great week, and we'll catch you next time.